Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to another video of managing your cash. Yes, so we started this episode a while ago, and so far so good. Um, we are hoping that we'll be able to manage our cash through these episodes. And the last video I did was episode 1, which was about the basic accounting terms. And today I want us to continue with the defining the terms, so that when we come now to the practical part, we shall be good, and we shall be able to manage our cash very well. That is my prayer, and I've not been so much consistent, but I will really try. A lot has been happening to me, and yeah, we will try. We will try. But anyway, guys, hope you're doing well. This is Rose for those who are new, and in case you have not subscribed, you know what you can do. Anyway, in case you have not subscribed, you can subscribe. That really helps us to tackle like eight terms. And the first term, I'll just have my notebook so that I really explain to you very well. The first term is goods. So goods, these are things which are bought and sold by a business. Let me take this example. And by the way, goods can be raw materials, they can be work in progress, they can be finished goods. Either way, those are goods. For example, I'll use the mama mboga examples. For example, mama mboga has gone. I want to put an example in the three types of goods. In raw material, mama mboga, which anything. Mama mboga has bought sukuma wiki, right? Those are raw because she'll come and funga them and then katakata them. Yeah, I'm hoping you're understanding them. Yeah, but Mama Mboga is not that good to give out things type of. Mostly, I think they are finished goods from Mama Mboga, but you find in such companies, those companies, for example, who produce a certain product. For example, those who produces what will I use? Sodas, right? So in that company they have raw materials. Raw materials, these are items zenye zinashikanishwa so that they come up to the product, the actual product. For example, the soda, that liquid itself, it has like two items tunaunganishwa pamoja ndio inakuwa soda. Those two items, those are now raw materials, right? So in the process of like kuchanganya those two items, that is work in progress, right? So the final product, which is soda, that soda, we call it finished goods. I don't know if it's making sense, but basically goods, these items that are bought or sold by a customer, or maybe by a business, right? And mostly goods, most of them are tangible, right? They're always, you can touch, you can feel them, you can smell them, right? So goods, most of them are tangible item. Yes. So another item, services. Services in a simple term, these are tasks performed to a customer. For example, any let's say legal services. that's a service. Photocopy, that's a service. um, Training, that's a service. You get? So those things mostly unaweza iweka kama like they're not tangible. So these are tasks performed by those involved in them. Yeah, ni vitu zinafanywa. Yeah, anyway, these are tasks performed. These are performed tasks. Anyway, these are performed tasks. That is the easiest way that I can call this term. I've said, for example, for a company, when they're applying for a legal service, that's an expense to them, alright? Another item, debt. According to your English, hey, according to your English, according to your English teacher, people say debt, people say debt, people say dirty. Anyway, debt. Debt is an amount of money borrowed by one party from another party. This amount that is borrowed from one party to another. These are an amount that is borrowed from by one party from another party. For example, mama mboga ameenda kwa chama yake, ameomba 5,000 na boost biashara. So hiyo pesa kwa lugha rahisi ni deni. So debt is a deni. It's an amount that you borrow someone. So mama mboga borrows 5,000 from her chama. So she owes the chama an amount. Alright? Deni. Another term, customer. A customer, this is a person. It might be a person or an entity that buys goods or services from a company. Why I call it an entity? It might be not one person. It might be 2 or 3 persons. So those people who buy the goods, it might be a good or a service. They are called customers. For example, kwa lugha ya mama mboga, mimi nimekuja kwako mama mboga uniuzie mboga. So mimi ni customer wako because I buy mboga from you. The easiest. Supplier, the opposite of customer. A person or an entity that sells or supplies goods or services to a company. Mimi, sasa wewe mama mboga, we ni supplier wangu because unaniuzia mboga. So customer and supplier, they go hand to hand. Alright? So we'll come to get about a double entry whereby ni lazima kukuwe na customer na supplier so that you not really ati ikuwe pointed this is a customer, but kuna ako kaninika kwa mtu kakuuza na kwa mtu kununua. You get? So yeah, actually we are going to the next one, which is double entry. This is a transaction that has two effects, or what we always call it duality principle. The effects are always equal in this way. For example, we in each account we always have a debit side and a credit side. It all depends whether it's the type of account. It might be the debit side means increase and credit side means decrease, but it all depends on the type of the account. So what I mean by double entry is that this account and this account, when one account is debited, the other account should be credited so that they give out the equal balances, right? So in every transaction, you have to have two effects. That is debit and credit. So you need to understand in debit which account will I debit and which account will I credit. So this concept is very easy. You need only to understand that. When you understand the terms, you're good. And when you know in every transaction, doesn't matter what, in every transaction, it should have two effects. That is, one should be debited and the other one to be credited so that it close the transaction, right? Another item, balance sheet. So what is balance sheet? Balance sheet, it is financial statement that reports a company's asset, liability, and equity at a specific period. So what I mean by that, Neil, remember earlier on we had defined asset, we had defined liability and capital, right? So in balance sheet, those three accounts, they need to appear there, right? So that's where we get what is it called? Not the profit, the position of the company, right? Yeah, in this case, I'll use um, just before that. The last term that we are going to define is income statement. So, income statement, it's a financial statement that reports the company's income and expenses. Also, it shows the profit margin or position of the company, right? So, for example, I think what I'll do with this, I'll have a question that entails all the terms that I have stated, so that by the end we are able to understand in balance sheet, this asset, what does it entails, this liability, what does it entails, right? So I think I'll have one question that we'll come up with, so that we tackle the we finalize the term in episode 2. So we have a question here. On that April, Mama Mboga went to the market, bought fruits and vegetable worth shillings 1500. Then later went to renew her license that costed her shillings 200. On 4th April, she went to her chama and requested for a loan worth shilling 2500 that she used to restock her business. That evening, Mr. Miner came to buy fruits worth shillings 100 from Mama Mboga. So I needed to highlight the terms from this question. So on that April, Mama Mboga went to the market, bought fruits and vegetable. So in our case, Mama Mboga is the customer to the market. Fruits and vegetable, those are goods. That is what I try to explain. So goods was 1500. Later went to renew her license. These are services. Costed her 200. So license is a service she paid for. On 4th April, she went to Chama and requested for a loan worth 2500. So that is a debt for her. She got a loan from her Chama. So in her books there will be a debt she owes. That evening, Mr. Miner came to buy fruits worth shillings 100 from Mama Mboga. So Mr. Miner is the customer to Mama Mboga, okay? And in that case, also Mama Mboga becomes a supplier to Mr. Miner. I think that's it. So what I wanted to try to make sure you understand, it's about double entry. For example, I said about double entry is a transaction that has two effects. Every transaction must have two effects. For example, let me just take one transaction whereby on that April, Mama Mboga went to the market, bought fruits and vegetables worth 1500. That is a transaction itself. This 1500 there must be two accounts that is affecting it. So here we have the account of Mama Mboga, not Mama Mboga, the fruits, the goods, the account of our goods, and also the account of the market, right? So we will debit the fruits, the goods, and then we credit the supplier. So that is what I meant by a transaction having two effects. There must be an account that we are debiting and the other account that we are crediting. Yeah, when we come to balance sheet, yeah, balance sheet it entails asset, liability, and capital. So in our question, um, when we pick balance sheet, an item that will appear there, it's the goods, which entails fruits and vegetables, and that goods, it lies on asset part, right? What other? The loan lies under category of liability, so it will be on the balance sheet part. When we come to income statement, in our question, license will be part of an expense, so it will get there as an expense for Mama Mboga. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, but with time we'll be able to tackle a lot so that we get the items and categorize them very well. Yeah, so yeah, that was the question. That was the presentation of the question. Yeah, I hope it really helps in understanding. Yeah. Yes. So I think that's it. Thanks a lot for watching up to the end. I really, really appreciate, and I don't take it for granted. I want us to just learn, just learn to manage your cash, um, and you'll be good. Yeah. So thanks a lot. See you on the next episode.